Stop. Hold up. Before you do anything else to try to scale your business or increase your income or advance your career, any of that jazz, there's something you need to do to make sure you're not about to seriously sabotage your larger long-term life goals. Please ask yourself, how is this going to impact your family? This one is especially for my fellow parentrepreneurs out there, but it's relevant for anybody. If you're thinking about starting a family in the future, or if you're a bit further along and you have adult children and grandchildren, or anybody who has any meaningful friendship, relationship, or other commitment outside your business and career life, so hopefully everybody, please watch this because I am so tired of watching people sacrifice their families on the altar of so-called business success. I've come close to doing it myself. Years ago, I was looking for a different work situation to better provide for my growing family, but unfortunately, I live smack dab in the middle of what I call the
triangle of misery.
I'm about an hour's commute from the three main areas where a lot of the higher paying jobs are located. And I did the math. Unless I relocated, I would have to spend over a month of my life every year driving in heavy traffic, burning fuel, and not being with my wife and children. And I was not really about that. I want to be a present provider, not just a present provider. You see what I did there? So I went in a different direction. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. And that's why I'm so passionate about helping other people along their self-employment journey so you can enjoy the flexibility and fulfillment that I get to experience running my own business on my own terms. But flexibility cuts both ways. As a business owner, I'm constantly weighing different decisions, and I have to regularly check my alignment and rotate and bounce my work-life tires. I need to be intentional with my time and my boundaries and make sure I don't end up turning into one of those cold-hearted executives you see in movies calling myself into work on Christmas Eve.
If you please, sir, half an hour off hardly seems customary for Christmas Day.
Not hardly customary.
Now, I don't think anybody is willfully trying to damage their relationships to pursue business goals. We're just busy, and it's easy to get tunnel visioned when we're in work mode. And any improvement on the work side is going to benefit us overall, right? If there's an opportunity to get a raise, bring on a new client, sign a new deal, make more money, that's going to help us provide more comfort and financial security for our family. That's a noble pursuit. But how much is that extra money going to cost us? If we're leaning more into work, what do we need to lean away from? You see where I'm going with this. And before I go any further, let's acknowledge that different people have different goals and roles and expectations regarding their work-life balance. So I'm not going to get too prescriptive with what your family vision should look like exactly, but I will prescribe you need one. You need to develop a clear vision for your family. And you need to make sure that you are weighing the time and stress cost you and your family are going to have to pay for your business and career decisions. And my wife and I would like to offer a little exercise to help you do that. It shouldn't take that long, 10 minutes, half hour, but it's totally worth doing because if you don't chart a course and keep your bearings, you're just going to find yourself drifting out at sea and at the mercy of the wind and waves and everything else this metaphor has to throw at you. Click the link in the description to download the worksheet my wife and I put together. It has some questions to help you think through how you really want to spend your time and how you want to be remembered by your loved ones. Then there's a space to list out your essentials, the things you absolutely want your family to have, the things you want your family to do, and the things you want your family to be, your values and defining characteristics. Some of these questions involve having a conversation with your family. This is, after all, a shared thing. But after you list out your essentials, you might want to take some time to yourself and just really dwell on all of this and try to get a clear picture in your head of what you want your family to look like over time. Go for a walk or sit quietly somewhere. Just really hold this picture in your mind for a few minutes. Now, I'm not going to make you write anything down. It's more about just what this looks like to you. Don't boil it down to a pithy mission statement, unless that's helpful. I mean, you're welcome to write down and journal if that's going to help you get more clarity. What I do want you to write down are 5 things that you need to do to help make sure this vision becomes a reality. Then write down anything that you need to not do, things to avoid to make sure this vision becomes a reality. Now, this exercise isn't going to do anything magical, but it should provide you with a list of things to pay closer attention to and to help you start practice thinking through the impact of your business decisions on your family. Finally, write down how much money you make right now, and then write down how much money you think you need to obtain and maintain your essentials that you listed. Likewise, write down how much time you have right now and how much time you think you need to obtain and maintain your essentials. Is there a deficit? Like, how much more money and how much more time do you need to be making? You might find out you're closer than you realize to where you're trying to get to, and you just need to make a few tweaks. Or you might find out you're further away, and there's some larger changes you need to work through. There's no calculator built into this. Again, there's no magic here. It's not going to spit out the perfect number of hours you should spend with your family. But it should help you be more thoughtful about the value of time and money and what you actually need. Just a small little exercise and encouragement I wanted to offer you to help you clear the air, uncloud your vision, and make sure you're not getting caught up in losing sight of the more important things in your life. It should also help you come up with a more concrete income goal that you can actually arrive at instead of constantly chasing some nebulous concept of business growth. And if you need help figuring out how to reach that income goal, I have a whole series on how to price yourself, complete with calculators and everything you need to start making more money right now. And you can watch that right here.